Mr. Loveday's Little Outing, without the B, as it were. I made a note yesterday, but throughout the note about madness, there was a mad bee or an insect all the way through, buzzing somewhere there in the microphone. So the note is, I'm not sure if wasted, but anyway, let's try it again. So we'll have two. One maybe better with a B. You listen to the B. By the way, you can stop now and go to the B, sound of the B. And this one without the B. Some ideas would be similar, if not identical. And it is strange that I'm using a crazy shirt from someone who sent it 25 years ago. I only keep it for such notes every 2 years or so. And The Madness of King George today finished, and there's Mr. Loveday, who's another play about another lunatic with different evolutions, different classes, and so on. This is about class war in a way, because we have a lady, Lady Moping, and her leadership is very classy, very. In fact, that's the shortest joke I know, heard in the series 40 Towers. Someone at the reception says, pretentious? Moi? That's all the joke. She's the pretentious type, the archetype, actually, the epitome. From the beginning, she's not concerned with what her husband is doing, Lord Moping, who's out in the trees hanging from his breeches or something, but what the people say about it. And she's horrified by this diminishing of in status. There's a funny dialogue, if macabre, with the doctor. The doctor says, we can carry him off. Oh, yes, says the bishop. But the driver and this Mackay, the butler, they might talk. They may. I mean, he's a human being, and they might. Oh, you're joking, says the doctor. Joking? uh, which reminds me of another funny dialogue, not really similar, but that's in my mind. Affected by these Mad George, Mad Loveday, and Moping. In the history of the world, they serve for the Last Supper arranged by Mel Brooks in a very unhistorical way, if you will. And, maybe insulting religion, I'm not sure. I'm not in a position to say. I'm not really religious myself. So there's the 12 apostles, so to say, but only in the Renaissance. So history is not really respected there anyway. And there's this waiter Jesus, and there's an order of wine, and then one of the clients says, "Oh Jesus, yes, what, what, yes, no, you said yes, what?" And that's because Jesus is in the room. So when you say, "Oh Jesus," he says what? Yes, because he's there. Absurd, maybe for most of the people. I love that. It's stuck in my mind. And the same way with the lady mopping and this carrying off. It's not really. I mean, it's a misunderstanding, because the doctor only means to commit. So they commit him to an asylum, where when they speak with the doctor 11 years later, there's Angela, the daughter of Lord and Lady Mopping, and they talk about how crazy people sometimes seem sane. So there's this again issue, what, like King George, who's sane and who's crazy. Very often, someone acts very sane, so to say, only to commit murder. And the opposite is also true. Sometimes the guy who's just hanging from breeches is like innocent, doesn't deserve to be committed because he's just out there roaming through the trees. So they meet this Loveday, who many years ago, when he was 18, has committed murder. He just stopped a girl on a bike and killed her in cold blood. Now the question is, would we let him out? Angela is very keen on that and makes all the effort. It's for you to see what happens. I would just also say that it is ridiculous at times how, again, we're not worried about what happens, but about appearances. That affects even our relationships, our romantic love lives, like Tal Ben-Shahar very keenly observes. We want to be confirmed, to be liked, not to be known. So we end up presenting to the people an image, not of ourselves, but of somebody we think people will like. So when somebody loves what we present, she or he doesn't love us, loves this created other human being who has very little in common with us. So this ladyship, her ladyship is very concerned with the image and not with the fact that her husband is locked up in a mental institution, but is he mingling with the ordinary people? That's her point. No, 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 we have a wing just for them. Oh, that's fine then. So that's her concern, not the disease of her husband, but what the image, what the people say about that. Not the fact that he's ill and in there, but is he with the ordinary folk like this matters. So it's good to find out what happens. Enjoy.